election campaign. But to see this play out, this is how Lisa Lara of the New York Times is frequently here at the table with us, put it in a tweet in March. Biden's staff told me they had no comment on Hyde beyond his decades-long position of support. Last month, he told the woman on a rope line he was against it. This week, his campaign said he misunderstood the question and did support it. And now he's against it. Head spinning. Again, this is not some issue that just popped up. This has been an issue since back to the Ronald Reagan era. It's a bigger issue now in Democratic Party politics because of the rise of women candidates, the rise of women leaders, the rise of women issues, what's happening in the states on abortion rights. This cannot be a surprise where we got to page 77 of the health care plan and said, oh, we have a problem.
And not to mention the debate in the House over there's a pro or an anti-abortion rights Democratic member who the DCCC was initially going to fundraise for, and now they're not. So if you are a Democrat believes in abortion restrictions, you've got a problem right now in this party because of everything you just laid out. And Joe Biden coming into this race should have known that. This looks politically expedient, and I think you're going to hear him really be attacked on the debate stage over this. Can you trust Joe Biden on abortion? Because look at his long record. He's going to have to answer that question on what changed his mind, and it can't be because, oh, everything has changed in the last 24 hours. And
so you have that question. Can you trust Joe Biden on abortion? You just used the term political expediency. I want to bring that back, go back a decade or so in just a moment. Can you trust him on abortion, which is an issue for Democratic primary voters, especially at least a majority in most of these states are going to be women voters. It should matter to men as well. Then there's the bigger question. His calling card right now is I can beat Trump. If you start to see a campaign that doesn't seem ready for prime time, can't anticipate issues, can't execute a flip-flop. All politicians change their minds. Look at Bernie Sanders, Kirsten Gillibrand in this race. Different position on guns now than they had earlier in their careers. It's how you do it that matters a lot. To your point about political expediency, this is Joe Biden back in 2007, essentially, again, like Cedric Richmond was trying to do on television, planting the flag of conviction and saying, we know people disagree with us on this issue, but we're going to stand by it. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to use. I'm stuck to my middle of the road position on abortion for more than 30 years. I still vote against partial birth abortion and federal funding, and I'd like to find ways to make it easier for scared young mothers to choose not to have an abortion. I've made life difficult for myself by putting intellectual consistency and personal principle above expediency. The next version of the book might take that out.
Right. So this is clearly going to be a problem for Joe Biden. I mean, it's not just a political expediency argument. It is, as you mentioned, this has been not just an issue for years, but clearly in the last 2 weeks on, front and center. And this is something that the campaign should clearly have been prepared for. I think it'll be interesting to see how much Democratic campaigns are willing to attack him by name at this point, whether it's for the political expediency argument or for his position itself.
And it is tough to work for a campaign